Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are now on episode 3 of Witch Watch and we're just going to jump right on in.
鮮度の高いコーヒー豆はお湯を注いだ時にハンバーグのように膨らみ豊かな香りが鼻をつく
Seeing people in like an animation make coffee really makes me want to become a coffee drinker. I really don't like coffee, but like this really makes me want to become a coffee person.
どうもいちゃん、同居人の起き抜けのパジャマ姿は無防備な色気と無邪気な可愛さが融合したエロ可愛い女子と過ごす朝を担当上がりよ。
スーン
She's trying so hard. Is this gonna be like a main part of the show? Is her trying really hard to get his attention like that? She's cute. I'll give her that. It's funny. I wonder how hard it'll be to succeed.
女子と一つ屋根の下で暮らしてるテンションじゃないよね。
休日だからっていつまでもダラダラしてないで早く着替えてきなさい
I am really loving the dynamic. He really is kind of like the parent figure in all of this, and she very much is the little child that needs help.
こんな可愛い服持ってないのよ。そりゃもいちゃんも吸うんだよ。
スーン
There seems to be no demographic more fashionable than anime high school girls. They always seem to have the best and cutest outfits, and I can never find any.
の洋服をそのまま再現する魔法である。
女子高生って感じ。
Every single spell that she has used so far in this series has had some kind of major drawback. This is a very good spell. What's the drawback?
側しか映っていないため、裏側がスケスケなのが欠点である。
That is a major drawback. You cannot wear that outside. That drawback actually makes a whole lot of sense, though.
いいからもいちゃんは動かないで。そのまま座っててね。
I don't know if Nico properly knows how to flirt, and I also don't really know how to, but I'm pretty sure this is not a very common way to flirt, and I think she really needs some girlfriends to teach her.
おしゃれして外行きたかったんだなよし出かけるか
嫌だよ。この格好で外出るとか正気。
Wait, this is so cute, actually. She just wanted to dress up that way he saw her being cute. And this poor guy, he's like, oh, you dressed up, let's go outside. Like, you wanted to dress up and go out somewhere, let's go. And she's like, no, I can't. And they have half the outfit. I'm really liking the slice of life part of this show. It's very nice. That's so embarrassing. She was so close to getting out of that situation unscathed. Oh my god.
やっぱりいいな
So much better. Such a better choice. More comfortable. Fully closer. I like this look a lot better.
もうキスすんじゃないのこれ。
I'm gonna take a guess and say he was not leaning in to kiss her.
このアンティークドレス年代は
年代？よくわからないけど。
Okay, that moment gave really hard my dress up darling with the, oh, there's a really pretty girl in front of me, but I'm going to look at the details in her clothing first. Does he turn out to be like some like ancient vintage smock expert?
やっぱり記事館を見たところ1920年代頃のものじゃないかと思ってたんだ
You're kidding. I was joking. Why does he know so much about smocks? It's so random.
まいちゃん、さっきからドキドキしてたのは。
俺はヨーロッパの古着大好き人間だぞ
まさかのヴィンテージ服。
That's an odd hobby for anybody to have, but a teenage Japanese boy? That's a rare one.
ちなみに俺がよく着てるこれは40年代のアドルフ・ラフォンのモールスキンジャケットだぞ
I don't know this level of detail in literally any single piece of clothing that I own.
ニコ、お尻見られたんだけど。
スーン
その顔。
If I was Nico, I would also be greatly offended that like you saw my butt, but you're more impressed by the smock that I'm wearing. I would be greatly offended.
うちは父さんと二人暮らしだったからな騒がしいのも悪くないなんて初めて知ったんだ
This poor guy, he like didn't have many friends growing up because he was an Oni, and she was really his only friend, and then when Nico left, it was just him and his dad. I'm scared to ask about where the mom is, But this poor guy, he was probably so lonely most of his life. I'm glad to see that they're getting along and that he has a friend now. I hope that he gets some friends in school too.
さっきはニコと服の趣味が同じことが嬉しかったからつい興奮してしまったんだ。すまなかったな。
Oh wait, he was actually excited because he thought that she was also into vintage clothing so that they would have a hobby in common. Oh, this guy, he's so sweet. He's just a sweet little guy.
ニコの荷物だよ。お母さんに頼んで送ってもらったの。
What the hell could possibly be inside all that? I thought she brought all of her stuff.
こち亀でしょ、ゴルゴでしょ、おいしんぼでしょ。
それだそれ、ボリュームあるの。
They're all manga. She's a total nerd.
ニコの災いの確実な情報を得るため、しばらくこの地で修行に励みます。
This is insane lore to just drop on someone. So there's witch hunters. And so witches fled from France, where Nico's family originally came from, to Japan. Very far away. How did you get there? And now they're hiding, which I guess answers my questions from the earlier episodes of, are witches common in Japanese society? And I guess the answer is no, because they can actually be hunted by European witch hunters. Still have some questions on that, but that kind of clears up some of that why, you know, Mori didn't want Nico to kind of out herself as a witch so early on. But why does, I guess having him be in proxy to her is good because, you know, he's trusted. But I guess this is the best option for her to, you know, come back to society. It is weird that the mom didn't just keep Nico there with her, because she seems like a very powerful mage from the glimpse that we got. But I am glad that the mom seems to be protecting Nico to try and figure out more about what kind of disaster is going to be thrown upon her. Not looking forward to that part.
あと、ニコを甘やかさないでちゃんと叱ってね。
なんかいろいろ任されてるな。
Okay, now it's like, hey, can you watch my kid because you can be a parent to her because she needs one still?
荷物運ぶの手伝って。
自分のことは自分でやりなさい。
I mean, she's tiny. Maybe taking in a box or two would be good for her. But I do like that she knew that the letter was like, oh, mom said to don't spoil and you should scold. I like how quickly he took on the mothering role. It's very, very good.
めっちゃ
それやめろ。
魔法はろくなことにならないんだよ。あの時も反動で性格重くなって大。
He's very smart. I can see why he's the leader right now. If she relies on magic so often, why is she still not that great at it?
二人になった。
Morihito can barely handle one Nico. What's he gonna do with two? And what's the downside to doubling her? Does it split her personalities? What's going to happen?
小さいな。
Chisai, they're tiny. They have her height!
もしかしてその魔法、二人に増えたら大きさが二分の一になるんじゃ。
じゃあ早く荷物運んじゃおう。そうだね、やっちゃいますか。
Now, does she mentally control each copy of herself, or does she only have one and then it's like autopilot for the other one? I'm kind of curious about this one.
しょ重い。手伝うよ。せーの。
This reminds me of the platelets from cells at work.
せーの。楽ちん楽。
待て待て待て待て、意味ねえ。作業効率アップしてねえぞ。
Their intelligence also gets split for each version of her.
ねえねえ、これもう一回ダブリードしたら二人がまた二人になるから4人になるんじゃない？
Nico's already not the smartest, and then her IQ gets halved. I don't think they can figure out how to breathe on their own if they split into 4.
それだ。
どれだ。4分の1になった。
It still takes 4 of them to lift it! This is pointless! This is making a fraction just like, it's like, oh, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. It's not actually doing anything more efficiently.
12って言うよ。じゃあニコも12。
握手しろ。
12ピッピ12。
How has he not gone crazy? I would have gone crazy if I had to deal with this.
おい、いつまでも4人でいないで早く元に戻れ。
もうちょっと。
門の外には出ちゃダメだぞ。俺は幼稚園の先生か。
Yeah, preschool teacher pretty much sums up every single thing that this man has had to deal with since Nico's arrived.
Nico!
Everywhere she goes, disaster strikes. What happened to don't leave the yard? Why did 3 of them listen but 1 of them didn't? Ugh. Well, luckily he's an Oni, so I don't think the bite really hurt him, luckily. Ugh. But she also age regresses into a little child since she's split into 4s.
大丈夫か。
いやー、すみません。うちのチャンプが。
Dude, that dog needs to be on a tighter leash. Holy shit. That dog just chased down a child.
猛獣のタガが外れた時も許してくださいね。
Don't really blame him. That dog seems very dangerous around children and does bite. I think that deserves more than a sumimasen.
怖かったな。もう元に戻ろう。
Please go back to 1 Nico. I can't deal with 4 tiny Nicos.
もういいから。大事に至らなくてよかった。
コーヒー入れるよ。
I think that pretty much splits up their personalities. I'll make coffee for you and get milk for me. I think that's a pretty good analogy for them.
雨の日に起こるというのは確定か。それが分かっただけでも。
西日本から関東にかけて天気は下り坂です。
Great. Across nearly the entire country, it's going to rain. Stay inside. Stay inside, keep the doors locked. If a hungry dog comes by, drop food out the window. Who the hell is that? I don't think we've seen that person before. Who the hell is that?
ごめんね。魔力の回復にはあんこ食べるのが一番なのよ。でも萌ちゃん家で待っててくれてよかった。
Okay, 2 things. 1, yes, he does have to come out because he's literally your bodyguard and you're kind of a ditz. 2, why don't you just buy some like red bean paste stuff to keep at home? I think that's really smart. Leave it at home. Buy some. Buy it in bulk. And then, no matter what, you don't have to leave your house to replenish your magic.
あ、すまない。何の話だっけ。
だから犬の
犬がどうしたって。
Now, anytime Rain or Dog comes up in a conversation, he's going to panic.
で、何の話だっけ。
もういいよ。
Aw, she gets all pouty.
こっちの傘に入れ。
The mixed signals are just everywhere in this anime.
姿誰かに見られたいよね。
あれニコじゃん。
コロちゃん。
え、何あんたらあやいださ。
Every time a short-haired character comes onto the screen from now on, I'm going to be checking their hair color.
イチャイチャしてないでこれから買い物付き合いなさいよ。口パクで今日はごめんねじゃねえんだわ。ムカつくんだわ。
Such a great friend. Way to just out her.
これは
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is not where Mori confesses his love for Nico.
尾行してんの分かってんだよ。
え、つけられてたの？
あ、
Oh? That looked like a dog. And he has very good skills. Nico, there's no way in hell she would have known.
知ってるものか。俺が知ってるものか。誰なんだ。本当に誰。
What the hell is that?
犬と甘たれ。お前は誰なんだ。
This is real creepy. Not loving whatever is happening right now.
やる気満々みてえだな。
I was not expecting fight scenes in the show, but I'm kind of here for it. Well, that sure looked like magic. Is he a witch? What is he? Normal humans can't do that. Stay the hell away from this fight, Nico, I swear to God.
やり合うより正体暴く方が優先なんだよ。おとなしく顔を見せろ。お前は誰？
That's the person that was on the building, right? Yellow hair.
カンちゃんだったの？
いや、気づくの遅いわ。戦い方見たらわかるやろ。
This has got to be someone that she trained with to be a witch. And I don't think they're a threat from how they're bawling their eyes out.
風祭り監視。わしもニコを守るために来た。カラスの使い魔や。
Bro looks like he was plucked out of Haikyuu right there. Are we just gonna have like a team of Nico protection by the end of this series? Like, now she has a crow familiar and she has an Oni familiar. Like, this girl just catching them all like Pokemon. I do like him just from the like 30 seconds that we've seen him though. Really liking him. Okay, that is all of episode 3 of Witch Watch. This show just keeps getting better. We're getting more characters. I'm loving Khan, who just like showed up the last like 30 seconds of the show. I'm still questioning this disaster that's happening. We're seeing some more of Nico's powers. We're seeing the relationship develop between Mori and Nico. We're really enjoying it. I am very curious to see what's going to go on now that Khan seems to be going to join the crew. We're going to have a trio now. I'm expecting maybe some jealousy, some confusion, miscommunication. That is something really easy to do here. But a crow familiar. Okay. So funny. He looks like he was pulled from Haikyuu. And he's a crow familiar. Love that. Love that little bit for me. But really enjoying this series. It just keeps getting better. And I'm loving it. So let me know your thoughts for episode 3 down in the comments below. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you want to see more from me. Bye guys.